Welcome to New Sky TV. It's blown away. This couple, ridiculed online as industrial saccharine, has suddenly become the most captivating real-life fairy tale of 2026. While everyone was debating whether short drama should rely on viewership or content, Guo Yuxin simply raised her hand and brushed away a dandruff flake from Chen Tianxiang's shoulder, a gesture no one even noticed, and the entire internet fell silent, then erupted in frenzy. Honestly, my heart skipped a beat when I first saw that behind-the-scenes footage. There were no lighting panels, no sound cameras, not even the polite smile of the director after yelling cut. Guo Yuxin simply lowered her head, her fingertips gliding across Chen Tianxiang's shoulder as naturally as if they'd been doing this for 10 years. And Chen Tianxiang? He didn't even lift his eyelids, continuing to mutter his next line, as if the gesture was always meant to be there. In that instant, I suddenly wanted to ask, have you ever, without realizing it, suddenly envied that kind of intimacy on screen that isn't acting at all? Just 3 months ago, this pair was ridiculed online as the most mismatched duo. Fans compiled data and dug into their resumes, saying that Guo Yuxin, with her formal training, was too academic, while Chen Tianxiang, who broke through on his own talent, was too wild. Putting them together, they were afraid it would turn into an academic seminar meeting a street improvisation. But you see, fate is so cunning, it deliberately arranged the most difficult scene in the entire series, the drunken, forceful kiss, on their very first day of meeting. Can you imagine? Two strangers who hadn't even added each other on WeChat, having to perform a heart-wrenching scene convincing to everyone on the 3 a.m. set. When the director yelled action, do you think they were thinking, I have to act well, or oh no, this is going to be a disaster? However, no one expected that Guo Yuxin would down half a glass of real alcohol. As she stumbled forward, her eyes were filled with shattered starlight, and even the director behind the monitor held his breath. Instead of pushing her away as scripted, Chen Tianxiang pulled a crumpled red string from his pocket, gently wrapped it around her wrist, and said in a hoarse voice, "You're too nervous. Wear this to distract yourself." This scene was filmed in 3 takes, but for a full 20 minutes after wrapping up, no one spoke. Don't you also feel that some tacit understanding doesn't need time to cultivate? It's like lightning, appearing suddenly, catching you off guard yet leaving you willingly surprised. Later we learn that the red string was actually Chen Tianxiang's own lucky charm, which he wore year-round. He had blurred the lines between on-screen and off-screen, and reshaped it into a code only the two of them understood. In an interview, Guo Yuxin laughed and said, "After that day, I always felt he was like a cup of warm Shaoxing wine, not strong at first, but with a powerful, addictive aftertaste." This statement immediately went viral. You tell me, did the actor bring the character to life, or did the character, in turn, reflect the actor's most vulnerable side? By May 28, the daytime in You're Beautiful officially premiered. Pre-orders had skyrocketed to 2.475 million. Do you know what that number means? It means that nearly 2.5 million people were simultaneously holding their breath in front of their screens, waiting to see what kind of sparks these two would create. The production team didn't spend money on buying traffic, nor did they use overwhelming splash screen ads. Everything relied on word of mouth from fans of the original novel and the viral spread of that dandruff-flicking clip. Isn't this like a quiet uprising? While the entire industry is obsessed with data is king, the audience voted with their fingertips. No, we just want to see the real thing. Isn't that ironic? Just 3 years ago, the short drama industry was frantically replicating the assembly line formula of domineering CEO falls in love with me, with actors completing a series without even seeing their co-stars' eyes. Now, Guo Yuxin and Chen Tianxiang, with an unscripted drunken scene and a single speck of dandruff that wasn't even in the script, have forcefully torn open a crack, letting light in. Have you noticed that when we stop treating actors as industrial parts to be assembled, and instead treat them as living, breathing people, those seemingly impossible things suddenly become perfectly natural? So you see, when the whole internet is discussing whether Chen Tianxiang and Guo Yuxin are really together, thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.